Hello students, and welcome you all to this video lecture series on chapter CAM. In previous lecture we have seen the first problem based on the construction of CAM profile. In today's lecture we will see the second problem based on this. If you have not seen that first problem, please check the video link on the description box. In today's lecture we will see the construction of CAM profile with the knife edge follower and simple harmonic motion. In last video lecture we have seen the construction of CAM profile with the knife edge follower and uniform velocity motion. Here in second problem it is a simple harmonic motion. So I will read the problem and we will write the given data from this problem. A cam is to be designed for the knife edge follower. Here you can observe that it is given that it is a knife edge follower. This you have to observe carefully which type of follower it is and which type of motion it is. So first it is given knife edge follower with the following data. Cam lift is equal to 40 mm. That is, we will write a given data. Lift we will represent by S is equal to 40 mm. Convert into meter, it will be 0.04 meter during the 90 degree of the cam rotation with the simple harmonic motion. That is, a first outstroke degrees of the cam are given, that is equal to theta O is equal to 90 degree, and it is having a simple harmonic motion. That means the follower cam rotation is having a simple harmonic motion. According to this, the follower will move. So we know that it is now problem of the simple harmonic motion. Second, the dwell for the next is 30 degree. That means dwell is given as a 30 degree. Next, during the next 60 degree of the cam rotation, the follower returns to its original position with the simple harmonic motion. That means it is a return stroke and it is having the degree of rotation as a 60 degree. We will represent by theta r. Theta r is equal to 60 degree. Convert it into radian. It is necessary to convert it into radian here in this problem only because next further maximum velocity and maximum acceleration is also asked. In last problem we have not converted these degrees into radian. So in this problem it is required. That's why immediately I will convert this degrees into radian. 90 degrees equal to pi by 2 radian, that is 1.571 radian, or theta r is equal to 60 degrees is equal to pi by 3 radian, that is 1.04 radian. Next, fourth point is given that dwell during the remaining is 180 degree. So remaining dwell is 180 degree. So these dwells we are not interested in. We are interested in the degrees of cam during the outstroke and return stroke. Next, draw the profile of the cam when the line of the stroke of the follower passes through the axis of camshaft. Here also you have to draw the two types of cam profile. Firstly, if the line of stroke of follower is passing through the cam axis, and secondly, the line of stroke is offset by 20 mm from the axis of camshaft. Here secondly you have to represent it by offset of 20 mm. The radius of the base circle of the cam is 14 mm. Radius of the cam is base circle radius is given is equal to 40 mm. Determine the maximum velocity and acceleration of the follower during its ascent and descent. You have to determine here the maximum velocity and acceleration of the follower during ascent and descent. Ascent and descent means during the outstroke and return stroke. For that we have seen the two formulas during the theory lecture of V0 and VR, that is maximum velocity during outstroke and maximum velocity during return stroke, and two more formulas, that is A0 and AR, that is maximum acceleration during outstroke and maximum acceleration during return stroke. We will use these two formulas to determine that, and comma it is given that if the cam rotates at a 240 rpm, that means speed of the cam n is equal to 240 rpm is given. So this is the complete problem where all the data we have written as a given data. Next, first step as usual is to draw the displacement diagram. How to draw the displacement diagram if it is a simple harmonic motion that we have seen in the theory lecture. If you have not seen that theory lecture for the motions of follower, please check that video in the description box. Here also once again I will tell you how to draw that displacement diagram if it is a simple harmonic motion. So first step is as usual to draw the horizontal line AX of 360 degree to the suitable scale. Here we will take the scale on x-axis, because on x-axis we have to represent the displacement of the cam, angular displacement of the cam, that is theta, and on y-axis we have to represent the stroke length. Stroke length is 40 mm, therefore on y-axis we will take scale as a 1 cm is equal to 10 mm, therefore on y-axis distance AY will become equal to 4 cm. On x-axis that distance, total distance AX, I will not represent total distance AX because we are just concerned with the outstroke, that first dwell and return stroke. Remaining dwell is not our concern here because that dwell will be as it is. So that dwell I have represented by hatched line, that means the remaining portion will be there till the end as it is. So just I will focus on here outstroke, dwell and return stroke. So for that purpose, outstroke angle is given as a 90 degree. So that 90 degree I have to represent on the scale. So therefore I will consider the scale as 1 cm is equal to 15 degree. Here you can take any scale, 1 cm is equal to 10 degree also, no problem. But for just sake of suitability of the drawing, I have taken here 1 cm is equal to 15 degree. Therefore this total line AS during the outstroke will be of 6 cm. Similarly, SR distance is of the dwell, and dwell angle is given as a 30 degree. That 30 degree means it is of the 2 cm. SR distance will be 2 cm. RP is the return stroke. For return stroke angle is a 60 degree. Therefore, according to scale, it will be of a 4 cm. Now next draw the AY distance of 4 cm and prepare one rectangle to represent the total displacement, isn't it? So we have drawn one rectangle also. This is our first step in which on x-axis and y-axis will represent all the distances, angular displacements. Now second step is to divide the angular displacement during the outstroke and return stroke into 6 equal parts. Not only 6, you can divide this into any even number of equal parts. Suppose it is 4 equal parts, or you can divide into 8 equal parts, no problem. Here in this problem we will divide it into 6 equal parts. So here it is easier to divide the 90 degree into 4 equal parts, that is 90 degree divided into 6 equal parts. 90 degree divided by 6, you will get 50 degree only. So we have taken scale as 1 cm to 15 degree. Therefore each point, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, will be at 1 cm. Therefore mark these points 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 at equal distances and draw the vertical lines from these points. Similarly, for return stroke also, divide this 60 degree RP distance into 6 equal parts. Whatever distance, suppose RP distance here in this case is of 4 cm, divide 4 cm into 6 equal parts and mark these points as 0 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash, and draw the vertical lines passing through each point. This is the second step. In third step, now here we have to consider which kind of motion it is. The motion here for the follower is a simple harmonic motion. That's why we will draw one semicircle of diameter AY here. So AY is this vertical distance from A point to this, here it is a Y point. From AY, by considering this as a diameter, that means radius equal to exactly half of this AY, we will draw one semicircle at this one end of this displacement diagram. So in first problem, you observed that for the uniform velocity case, just we have drawn one straight line from this A point to G point. This straight line we have drawn, this kind of straight line from this G point to this P point also we have drawn a straight line, because it is the condition given the problem that it is having a uniform velocity. Here simple harmonic motion is given, and for drawing the displacement diagram, it is the procedure that we have to draw one semicircle at one of the end of the displacement diagram. having the diameter equal to stroke length. Therefore, we have drawn one semicircle. In third step, in fourth step, we have to divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts. Whatever equal parts you have drawn, divided for the outstroke and return stroke, same number of equal parts you have to divide of this semicircle also. How to divide? Now this semicircle means total angle will be here 180 degree. So 180 degree we have to divide into 6 equal parts. That means this each angle between, suppose this small angle will become, 180 divided by 6, 30 degree. Therefore y, suppose this center point is O, YOE will be 30 degree. Next again 30 degree, again 30 degree. Like that you will draw each this angle 30 degree and you will get the points A, small a, B, C, D, E points at each 30 degree. That means you are divided that semicircle into 6 equal parts. This is the fourth step. In fifth step, we'll draw one horizontal lines from these each small A, B, C, D, E points, which cuts these all vertical lines. So from small A point, I have drawn one horizontal line passing through all these vertical lines. From B point also I have drawn one horizontal line. From C point, from D point, and from E point also draw one exactly horizontal line cutting all the vertical lines. Now observe that wherever this line from small a point cuts the vertical line from one point, give the name here as a capital B point. Wherever this horizontal line passing through small b point cuts the vertical line passing through second point, give the name as a C point here. Similarly, horizontal line passing through C and cutting to this third vertical line, give the name as a D. Similarly, E, F, G, all these lines, all these points we have got. Similarly, whatever horizontal line passing through small a point is there, at the last, second last, that is 5 dash vertical line, it is cutting at point, that point we will give name as a N. Similarly, B horizontal line, it cuts to this 4th dash vertical line at point M. Similarly, C horizontal line cuts this vertical line passing through 3 dash, give name as a L, K, J, H. Like that all A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N points we have got wherever this horizontal line cuts to these vertical points, vertical lines. So mark these points, and in next step join these all points by a smooth curve, and this smooth curve now will represent the displacement diagram. How it will be? From A to G, A to G, G to H, H to P, and P to X will be our displacement diagram for the complete follower motion, isn't it? This will be the steps to draw the displacement diagram, and in this displacement diagram you should understand that suppose at outstroke end, suppose at this 6th point outstroke end, what is the displacement of follower? The displacement of follower will be this G to 6 distance is the displacement of follower after 90 degree. After, suppose at this second point, that is nothing but after 30 degree, because each one division is 50 degree, this second 30 degree, at this 30 degree C to 2 distance, whatever this distance if you measure, this C to 2 distance will represent the displacement of the follower at 30 degree. Similarly, from this 50 degree rotation of the cam, that is the first point, you will get the distance first point to B. This B1 distance will be the displacement of the follower at 15 degree, isn't it? This you should understand. Now secondly, you have to draw the cam profile. You have to draw the cam profile 2 times. Firstly, it is asked in the problem that to draw the cam profile when the axis of follower is passing through the axis of camshaft. Therefore, first step is to draw the base circle, and base circle diameter, radius is given in this problem is 40 mm. Therefore, firstly draw the base circle of radius 40 mm and mark the center point as O. Secondly, You have to draw the knife edge follower having the axis exactly passing through the axis of camshaft, and mark this point as a wherever this A point is called as a stress point. From this stress point, plot all the angles of the forward stroke, outstroke, dwell and return stroke. So first outstroke is given as a 90 degree. Therefore from this A point, A to O, this angle we will plot as a 90 degree. After that there is dwell of 30 degree. Therefore SOR angle we have drawn here 30 degree. Next angle ROP, this angle we will plot as of 60 degree because the return stroke angle is given as a 60 degree. We have plotted the angle here in second step. In next step, third step is to divide this angular displacement during the outstroke as well as return stroke into same equal number of even parts. Suppose in displacement diagram you have divided it into 6 equal number of parts. Here also you divide this outstroke angle 90 into 6 equal parts, return stroke angle 60 into 6 equal parts, and extend and join these lines from O to 1, O to 2, O to 3. You have divided this into equal number of parts. How to divide? You know that 90 degree divided by 6, it will be a 15 degree. Therefore each angle will be of 15 degree. You have marked the point and you have joined these lines and extended these lines beyond the base circle also. For each case, extend these lines beyond base circle also after dividing these angles into equal number of parts. This is the third step. In fourth step we have to mark the displacement from the base circle on these extended lines. So these displacements you can mark from the displacement diagram. In displacement diagram, at first division, here at first division, the distance 1 to B take into compass and mark this distance 1 to B here. 1 to B here. From 1, put the one end of the compass and mark distance B on this vertical line. So you will get this distance B1. Secondly, 2 to C distance take into compass, 2 to C distance, and mark from this 2 point to C point that distance. Similarly, for all distances during outstroke and during return stroke, take into compass and mark on each of the vertical lines, each of these lines, and you will get the points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N and P. These points you have got from the displacement diagram, remember. And in next step, join all these points by the smooth curve and you will get one profile, and this profile is called as a cam profile. Here the profile from A to G, G to H, H to N and N to A again, this total is called as a cam profile. This you should draw with the dark pencil, and other will be the constructional lines with the faint pencil. This will be with the dark pencil. Remember this. This we have drawn a cam profile when the axis of the follower passing through the axis of camshaft. Secondly, we have to draw the cam profile when the axis of the follower is offset by 20 mm from the axis of camshaft. Again, first procedure or first step is to draw the base circle with the minimum radius of the cam, and here minimum radius of the cam, that is a base circle radius, is given as a 40 mm. We have drawn a base circle of radius 40 mm. Secondly, we will draw an offset circle of radius 20 mm because there is one offset given between the follower axis and cam axis as a 20 mm. Therefore, we have drawn one circle, smaller circle having radius 20 mm. In third step, we have drawn one vertical line at the end of this offset circle, and at this vertical line we have shown one knife edge follower, and wherever this knife edge follower cuts to this base circle, that point we have given name as A point, and that A point is called as a trace point. This is the third step. In next step, from this trace point to O, whatever this line is there, from this line draw all the angles given in the problem. So first angle for the outstroke is given as a 90 degree. Therefore from this OA line draw one 90-degree angle, and this angle will be AOS. This angle will be 90. Next dual angle is given as a SOR 30-degree in the problem. Next angle ROP angle is given as a 60-degree. We have drawn this ROP angle as a 60-degree. These angles must be accurate so that your answer will be accurate. After drawing these angles, next step is to divide these angles into equal number of parts for the outstroke and return stroke only. How to divide? This angle during the outstroke is 90-degree. 90 divided by 6, because we have to make these 6 equal parts, because in displacement diagram also we have made these outstroke and return stroke into 6 equal parts. Therefore 90 divided by 6 will get 15-degree angle. Here each point will be at the 15-degree angle. From AO1 this angle will be 15-degree, from 1O2 it will be 15-degree, like that all angles. For return stroke this angle is 60-degree. 60-degree we have to divide into 6 equal parts, therefore 60 divided by 6 it will be 10-degree. Therefore this O dash, O and 1 will be 10-degree, 1 O2 dash will be 10-degree, like that each angle you have to mark at 10-degree. These will be the points O dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash. Like that we have divided the angular displacement during outstroke and return stroke into the same number of even parts as shown in this diagram. Next step is not to join these O1, 2, 3 all points. Next step, if it is offset, then you have to draw the tangents to offset circle passing through the points on the base circle. So points on the base circle are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash. Through these points you have to draw one tangent to the offset circles. Tangent to offset circle means a line touching to offset circle and passing through 1 dash point. Like that you have to mark all the tangents, and this tangent should extend beyond the base circle so that we can mark the displacement over that. These lines should extend beyond the base circle. This is the 6th step. In next step, from the displacement diagram we will take all the displacements, that is distance 1 to B. This is the displacement of the follower during the outstroke. This we will take in the compass and we will mark from 1 point to B point. Secondly, 2 to C distance, again we will take into compass and mark this into 2 to C point. Again 3 to D point, 4 to E point. All these distances from displacement diagram you have to take, and these you have to mark in the cam profile diagram from the each point. Suppose O dash to H point, 1 dash to J point, 2 dash to K point. All these distances from displacement diagram you have to take into compass and mark it over these extended lines. This is the 7th step. In last step you have to draw one smooth curve passing through all these points whatever you have marked from displacement diagram, and this smooth curve will represent the cam profile. This smooth curve will represent the cam profile, and this smooth curve you have to draw with the dark pencil, isn't it? This will be the cam profile whenever there is an offset for the follower by 20 mm from the axis of camshaft. Instead of 20 mm, if suppose it is offset of 30 mm, then you will draw this base circle of radius 30 mm, isn't it? And now one more question student ask. Suppose why you have drawn this AOS angle towards left only? Why you have not drawn that AOS angle towards this right side? All angles every time you are drawn in this side. So here we are assuming that this cam is rotating in clockwise direction, that's why we are showing all the angles towards this left side. If in the problem it is given that this cam is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, in that case we will plot all the angles towards this right hand side. But generally in the cam problem, this direction of rotation clockwise or anti-clockwise is not given. Therefore, we will assume this direction of rotation is clockwise, and we will plot all the angles towards left hand side from this OA line, isn't it? Now in this problem only, it is also asked to find out maximum velocity of the follower during its ascent and descent. Ascent means outstroke and descent means return stroke. So for that purpose, we are having a formula for the maximum velocity during the outstroke is equal to pi into omega into s divided by 2 theta o. So here these formulas must be known to you. You have to remember these formulas anyhow, because at the last of the cam profile these velocities and acceleration will be asked in the exam. So V0 is equal to pi omega s divided by 2 theta o. This is the formula for maximum outstroke. Here omega is equal to, you can find out by formula 2 pi n by 60, because n is given 240 rpm in the problem. S is the stroke. Stroke is also given in the problem, equal to 40 mm, is equal to 0.04 meter. And in the in the denominator, it is given that 2 theta o. So 2 theta o, here theta o you have to take as a outstroke angle, and it is given as 90 degree. That 90 degree you have to convert into radian, and that you have to place in the formula. So in radian it will become a 1.571. For that purpose only we have converted these angles from degree into radian. This radian angle we have to place here. Therefore, and stroke we have to place here in meters. And therefore you have got the answer for the velocity, maximum velocity at the outstroke is 1 meter per second. Similarly, maximum velocity during the return stroke is having formula Vr is equal to pi omega s divided by 2 theta r. Just the difference in the two formula is, in numerator theta o is there for outstroke, in denominator theta r is there during the return stroke. Put the values and you will get the formula, you will get the answer for maximum velocity during return stroke is 1.51 meter per second. Secondly, it is also asked to find out maximum acceleration during the ascent and descent, that is outstroke and return stroke. We are also having formula for that. It is maximum acceleration during outstroke is pi square omega square s divided by 2 theta o square. Just you have to make the square of this velocity formula by skipping s divided by 2. So we are skipping this s divided by 2 and squaring all the terms. You will get a0. This formula also you have to remember. A0 is equal to, you have got maximum acceleration during outstroke is 50.6 meter per second square, and maximum acceleration during return stroke you have got as a 113.8 meter per second square. So this is all regarding the second problem. So if you are having any doubt regarding this problem, write in the comment box. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel, Shri Tech Education. And thanks for watching. Thank you.